welcome back to my channel. It is me, Soph. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Soph. On this channel we talk about everything books related with a little bit of beauty and whatever I feel like talking about. Today's video is one that I always look forward to doing, and it is a Fairyloot unboxing. So this actually arrived today and I did have a quick sneaky peek through, I can't lie, but I'm just going to get right on into it because I love unboxing these. If you don't know, Fairyloot is a young adult fantasy subscription box. You have to join their waiting list because they are very popular. They're based in the UK, but they do ship outside of the UK at your cost. I think you have to pay customs and a larger shipping fee, but it's definitely worth it and I highly recommend. Let's get right on into the video. So naturally we have the spoiler card, which if you would like to look at it, there we go, and it's got this artwork. This month's theme is Uprising. So first up is what looks like a tapestry. Yes, look how pretty this is. So it's like a smaller tapestry with some pretty human beings on it. I think this is stunning, but I have actually no idea where it's gonna go. So I already have a tapestry up in here. I might have to put it on that wall, like behind this thing. But yeah, so this is absolutely stunning, and this is inspired by Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. It stars Karu and Akiva locked in a starry embrace. The stunning artwork is by the one and only at Salties. Yeah, I haven't read Smoke and Bone, but I recently purchased the first and the last book because I thought it was the second book. I need to get the second book, but it is on my to be read at some point list. But these people are stunning and I love the looks of this scene, so I'm very excited. Oh my god, he's got wings. Well, that's just made me want to read that book even more. We then have a little pouch that says An Ember in the Ashes enamel pin designed by Jez Hawk. Another book that I haven't read but I do want to read, and it just says something in another language, and then on the other side it says May death claim me first, so I can only assume that the other side is that bit in a different language. It's actually stunning, and I've actually got a pin flag to put all my pins on now, which is amazing. So stunning, we love pins. We then have a card holder inspired by the Prison Healer. Stunning. This actually, wow, this basically looks like the front cover of Prison Healer. I again haven't read it, it's on my wish list, but I've actually wanted a card reader for so long. I am so happy to have this. Connor is always like, Sophie, you're definitely gonna lose your card if you just have a card holder, and I'm like, no, it'll be fine. But I know I'm gonna lose my card. But this is stunning. Look at it. I love that everything's such good quality as well. That was inspired by Prison Healer, right? Yes. Prison Healer by Lynette Nonny. We then have some, we have some socks, which I'm always happy to see because I absolutely adore socks. And they are inspired by Six Crimson Cranes, which was our book a couple months ago. So, like I said, always happy to see socks. And it is just like socks in the colour scheme of the book with the cranes on them there. And this box actually came with 2 books this month again. So we have a paperback and a hardback. This paperback does not have sprayed edges or anything like that, but it is stunning, and it is Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray, and it just says The Hunt Begins at the top. It says Kofi is a beastkeeper at Lacossa's infamous night zoo, caring for fearsome creatures to pay off her family's debt, until she mistakenly unleashes a wild and mysterious power that sends the night zoo up in flames. Econ is destined to become an elite warrior, like his father and brother before him, until the fire at the night zoo throws his destiny into disaster, and he is cast out forever. Thrown together, Kofi and Econ have only one choice. They must enter the terrifying Greater Jungle and capture the Shitani, a legendary monster that has plagued Lacossa for a century. Magic has returned to Lacossa and the hunt has begun. That sounds so good. I kind of already knew what it was though, because they put a description up and I searched it and it came up with this book, so. But yeah, look how stunning it is. Unfortunately this one does not have sprayed edges like After Love did, but it is signed right here. And yeah, I'm actually looking forward to reading this one. It sounds really good. And now we're on to the actual book, which is a smaller one this time, which I'm kind of sad about. So obviously we have the Fairy Scoop. Next month's theme is Broken Heart. We have the letter from the author of these two stunning people. He kind of looks like Jasper from Twilight. And we have the letter. It's actually typed. They're normally written. We do, of course, have our tarot cards. We have 4 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles. This one here and this one here. I will just look up what they're inspired by because I have no clue. This month's collectible tarot cards are the 3 and 4 of Pentacles. They are designed by Morgana Anagrom and feature Jax and the Fallen Star from the Caraval series by Stephanie Garber. I'm going to read that soon, so these will make sense to me at some point, just not right now. But yeah, so there is those. I love the tarot cards. And then we have this month's book. Oh, and of course the bookmark of the cropped version of the art, and it is Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. Absolutely stunning. Look at that shining like embossing. It comes with a bookmark, a thread bookmark. It says, a spark of rebellion is all it takes to defy the night, a kinetic tale of the tension between duty, love and trust. That's what Cassandra Clare says. We do have sprayed edges. They are purple, very pretty. For some reason I absolutely love purple sprayed edges. Okay, pretty plain on the embossing on the hard back, just that symbol and then obviously the title, but we do have some reverse art of the stunning people that were on the letter, and I can only assume they are our 2 main characters. And the blurb says, a spark of rebellion is all it takes to defy the night. The kingdom of Kandala, or is it Candela? I'll let you decide how you want to pronounce it. I'm going to call it Candela. The kingdom of Candela is on the brink of disaster. Rifts between sectors have only worsened since the sickness began ravaging the land, and the only known cure is an elixir made from the moonflower petal, and it's severely limited. Within the royal palace, the king holds a tenuous peace with a ruthless hand. Out in the wilds, apothecary apprentice Tessa Cade is tired of seeing her neighbours suffering, ignored by the unyielding royals. Every night she and her best friend Wes risk their lives to steal moonflower petals and distribute the elixir to those who need it, to those who need it most. But it's still not enough. As rumours spread that the cure no longer works and sparks of rebellion begin to flare, a particularly cruel act from the king's justice makes Tessa desperate enough to try the impossible, sneaking into the palace. But what she finds on the inside makes her wonder if it's possible to fix Candela without destroying it first. So that sounds so good. For some reason, when I first got the box, I was dreading it because I thought it was going to be a sci-fi book. And I hate sci-fi. Like, there's just something about sci-fi that I just cannot get into. Like, I don't like Star Wars or anything like that. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. I've tried. I watched them with Connor. I just don't like them. That's it. But yeah. So we have a signature in here, and when I was flicking through it earlier, we do actually have, first of all, a map, which love it when people do this, and also a page explaining who everyone is, and like a page for you to go back and reference. So it's got the political leaders of Candela, it's got the outlaws, which has got your main 2 characters, or main character and her best friend, shall I say. And yeah, and it's also a dual perspective book, which I do like as long as they're done well. I don't mind them providing they are done well. So yeah, there's that one. And that is everything we got from this month's Fairyloot. I'm just going to read you the thing about next month's theme. Broken hearts. How far would you go for happily ever after? What would you do if you couldn't get it? This theme is about the broken-hearted and what they would do to get their perfect ending. In this box, you can expect items inspired by Addie LaRue, Kingdom of the Wicked, Lore, We Set the Dark on Fire, and the featured book of the month. We are thrilled to reveal that this box will have a blanket and will feature our next collectible item. We cannot wait for you to see it. I'm very excited for the October box because I love Kingdom of the Wicked. I liked Lore. I haven't read Addie LaRue yet, but I have heard very good things about it. And we're getting a blanket and a collectible item, so I really hope the blanket is the Kingdom of the Wicked. I really hope, because Kingdom of the Wicked is literally like my top book this year. Like, that's the first book that I read after Harry Potter where I was like, oh my god, I need more. And now next month I'm going to be getting something inspired by it, as well as the actual next book that I pre-ordered from Fairyloot. I'm very excited. What is my favourite thing? I think my favourite item is actually the card holder, because it's practical and I genuinely wanted one, and it's quite pretty, and it's inspired by a book that I do plan to read, so the reference is there. But I do also love the fact that we get 2 books. Like, that makes me insanely happy. If you got Fairyloot this month, please tell me what your favourite item was, or what you didn't like so much about it. I think this is quite a good box compared to ones that I've had in the past. And yeah, just tell me what you like, what you're reading, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and a subscribe before you leave.